Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. We're just selling one of probably many loads of solid fur, and we are well over the 5 million marker, so 261k, 63k off that. Absolutely brilliant. So plan for this episode is sell a load of the products, get the soybean harvest done, and then that'll be it for Calmsden. Yeah, it's a bit of a bizarre feeling, if I'm honest. So we'll get loaded up. We have got products running through the both the mini BGA and the industrial biogas plant. So we will be getting a little bit more fertilizer made. But yeah, we've got plenty to sell. We've got the canola oil. We're going to sell all of the products that we can, time depending. I want to try and get a lot of the sunflower oil processed. So I think once we've sold this fertilizer, we will sell the canola oil. We can then jump into selling some of the silage bales, and then we can start the harvest. Once the harvest is done and we haven't got to worry about the crop withering, we can then advance time at a rather rapid rate and crash and yeah, get as much stuff we sold as we can. I don't think I'm going to be taking any of the money with me. I've already set up a save, as I mentioned in the last episode. So yeah, I'll have a think while we're doing this and make a decision. So got the canola oil. I've picked up the butter and the cheese as well. No, butter and chocolate even. Silly boy. So we're going to get that sold, selling at a reasonable rate. So yeah, rather coolly. So 162 grand off of that. Let's turn the straps off. So yeah, rather coolly. This morning. So today is Friday. We've hit the. I say we have hit the 4,000 watch hours. So that's cool. If you don't know, to get monetized, you need to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So yeah, that's really cool. Bit of a milestone. So yeah, we're getting there. Thank you for everyone that's contributed to that. Yeah, it's yeah, sorry, pop up. One of the analytics that I check quite frequently, I would say. So yeah, it's cool to have that in the bag. Now, these bales are going to be... What size are these bales? Let's have a quick look at the wrapper that we have. So we've got this one. So it'll wrap up to 220 centimetres. So I think with this trailer we can auto load bales. I'm not sure how many we'll get on, but if we bring up the F1 menu and turn off auto load for a second and press control and / shift / why are we not picking up? Let me have a quick look and I'll work it out. Right then, so I've changed it. I've got the keybind set to control and / So it should let us pick up 30 of these. There we go. 180,000 litres. So we can sell all of these. And I think at this point, I'm going to say, comment down below as to how much you think we'll end up with. I have no idea. I am, yeah, quite optimistic that we'll reach maybe 7 million. We've got all the wool to sell still. We've got a truck in the way of where I want to be. But yeah, we've got the wool. We'll have sunflower oil. We've got eggs. We've got the electric charge and stuff, and methane and solid fertilizer to get rid of. So yeah, comment down below and have a guess. See what you think we'll end up with. So I'll find the truck. There it is. And we'll get these sold. Best way to come in and do this is probably to come around a bit more of an angle. So what were we talking about before? We were talking about monetization. That's easy for you to say. He's going to go in. No. Okay. We'll back up and try somewhere else. So yeah, so copyright strikes, we have none. The only time I seem to get them is one if I forget to put the I use music from a website. I forget to put the link in, or sometimes I get random ones where I know it's a free music and you don't need to credit it, or I've already put the credit in, or yeah, so you just dispute them. But I remember getting the first one and I really panicked. You think, oh my word. But yeah, I think I might need to you need to unload them. There we go. Not gonna go in any? I don't think it is it? Right, we'll get these loaded up and we'll have another go at doing this properly. Right then, attempt number 3. There we go. It's amazing what happens when you actually unload the the bales from the auto load trailer, isn't it? We'll give these a bit of a shove in and get those sold as well. There we go. Tidy them out from those. So we'll go and pick up some more, and I'll see you when we're doing the last load of bales, I think. Well, we're well over 6 million quid now. Started to sell the linseed. So we've got the other truck and bulk trailer doing that. This is the last load of silage bales. There we go. So these were the ones from the old cow barn that was stacked up in the field. So they're all done with now. I've meant to say between the last episode and this, I've loaded up the silage that was left in the pit at the old cow barn. That's gone to the industrial BGA. So that is processing away nicely. Need to be careful that we're not going to run into the other truck at this point, because it did head off a little while ago. I think we'll take this to the... probably to pick up the wool, I think. We might be able to put the eggs on at the same time. I think we can actually. So we'll do all that. And then I think we'll have a break from selling and we'll get into some harvesting. So I'll see you when I've loaded up with the wool, eggs, and we might even grab the honey as well, I think. Yeah, and I'll see you back at the sell point. Oh dear. Yeah, it's like me playing ETS2, this is. I think we can probably sort this out. I've massively overloaded the trailer, which probably has not helped things. Come on, you can do it a bit more. There we go. And I was probably going a bit quick. So yeah, you'll see from F1 menu, we've got 64 pallets on here when the limit for auto load is 50. Reason for that is we've got so much honey. Can't think actually the last time that I sold any. So yeah, I've got the eggs, honey and the wool from both the sheep pens. Oh, that's a horrible collision. There we go. Money is going up rather nicely. Pallet of honey is not going to sell because it's on its side. But never mind. So we can sort that and just drop it in a minute. Is that everything? Come on. I think, you know, we might have timed this so the... oh, no. There we go. 109 plus the 15. And then we need to just pull forward. So I can jump out and grab that stray box of honey. There we go. Can we get it through here? There we go. Add another 700, 802 pounds to that. Lovely. Right, let's get this parked up and we'll crack on with some harvest. What are we stuck on now? I'll see you in a second. Well, this is it. This is the final harvest on Calmsden Farm. Yeah. Can't believe this is the 100th episode. It's mad, really. Absolutely mad. But yeah, nice to be finishing off in the field that we started off in. Even though that's the first time we harvested, we didn't have that big shed there. But yeah, it's very lucky that this map came out and been able to have such a long and, I think, enjoyable series on it. It's yeah, it's been good fun. It's stopped being all sentimental about it now. So plan is to get this harvest done. We will then grab the animal transport trailer and get the cows loaded up. Can't speak, I'm so emotional. Get the cows loaded up and then we can start to advance time, and at least that way we aren't going to worry about them starving. They can just eat the food that's in the trailer. Play along with me. So yeah, and then we can start to, yeah, like I said, advance time and waste down the productions. Get everything, or as much as we can, processed. We'll see the truck and trailer just disappearing behind the trees. That is now selling canola. I think it's probably got 1 and a bit loads of that. And we'll have to keep jumping between and moving on to the next crop to sell, but that's not too much of an issue. So, as normal, I'll do a couple of headlands and I will see you on the up and down rows. So, headlands all done, and we've sold 1 trailer load of soybeans so far. Set them to go to, I think it's the general store that was giving the best price. So that's all good. We have sold all the canola, and the lorry is now loaded up with sorghum. So that'll go and get sold as well. So obviously selling the crops straight off the field again, because yeah, we don't need to store them anymore. So we should end up with a reasonable amount, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. So we'll get this bit done down there, and there's a little tiny slither where we were turning on the headland, so we'll grab that. And yeah, so then, yeah, once this is done, we are nearly wrapped up on Calmsden Farm. Opening up the field now, and the lorry has sold the sorghum and now is selling, or is about to finish loading up and sell the oats. And I think that's all of the grains done. We have got sugar beet that need to be sold as well, so once it's done with that, I'll just tab to it and get it to start loading up and selling those. Probably 2 trailer loads, I think, for that. So, yeah, all the bit more cash. I'm thinking at the minute that we're going to be around 7 million-ish, I think. Because we've got the electric charge, methane. What else have we got to sell? We'll have sunflower oil. We've got cakes, bread, butter, chocolate. So still quite a bit to be sold. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, actually. On a side note, just being sent a picture of one of my colleagues in the office, and they are fast asleep, headphones on, clearly in some form of meeting. But yeah, so that went straight on the group chat, and the Mickey taking has started, so that'll be fun. Yeah, bit of a giggle, bit of a schoolboy error on their part, but yeah, do these things and you need to expect to have the Mickey taken. So I think we'll push on with this, do a little bit more. I'm not going to skip it all like I did with the potato harvest, and yeah, I'll catch up with you in a minute. So with another full trailer that's behind the trees disappearing off to be sold, we are just finishing this triangle down here. Ooh, bit of a lag spike then. Come on, save game, hold out, you can do it. Don't go crashing on me now. That would be a very abrupt end, wouldn't it? So I was just thinking, and it's another opportunity for audience participation. What has been your favourite bit of this Let's Play? I'm struggling to pinpoint one really for me. I think the addition of Maize Plus and the stupidity of trying to feed 500 cows was one of the highlights, I think, for me. But I think as well, just, you know, learning, trying to, you know, use a bit of use different kit, learning how to edit videos better, learning how to yeah, just not farm, I suppose, but things like this with the lands. You're not driving through the crops and stuff like that, really. I guess yeah, no, there's been some funny bits as well. Mainly the one I remember is the tree. We were landscaping the yard up here, just exploding, finding random bales everywhere. That always makes me chuckle. But yeah, let me know what you have enjoyed most, even if it's just the map, because that in itself is a a big thing, isn't it, really? So but yeah, let me know. So we're getting 26, 29, about 30k per trailer load, so not too shabby. Definitely not the best time to be selling the soybeans. We know from prior that it's what, June, July time normally. But yeah, can't hold on any longer. Last couple of passes now, and we'll just take a quick look, not at the precision farming, but everywhere's looking good, apart from we never did anything in 34, and 70 for some reason has took a battering, but that's not what we wanted. It is this one. So everything's sold, we're not doing the grapes. Milk, we might do if we get time. Straw is what's in the actual animal enclosures. We won't sell the diesel. I think everything else is pretty much the solid fertilizer we need to sell. Might get round to moving the manure and the slurry from the old cow barn, but I think everything else can stay. I'm not going to bother with things like hay and straw. I think that's just necessarily greedy. And I don't think that I'm going to sell the machinery. Just because, yeah, there's no real need to. It's not like we are doing a challenge where we need to hit a set amount or indeed pay off a certain amount. So yeah, I think we'll leave the kit, and then that way I can come back and play on it in the future should I get a chance. So last stretch now, and this is definitely going to fit in the combine. Not the greatest of yields, but I'm not too worried about that now. See both the tractors there lined up in the distance. I think we'll probably only need one, maybe both. But what we can do is, once this is finished, we can send the truck to pick up the animal trailer, and we'll get the cows loaded up. We will load up the manure and stuff, I think, actually. Get the slurry shifted, so then that's at least in a BGA to be processed while we skip time. So, yeah, very, very nearly completed the harvest. And, yeah, it's cool. I'm glad that we did it this way and left this field till last. Sentimental old so-and-so that I am. And this is it. This is the very last harvest on Calmsden Farm completed. Wowzers. It's still strange. Yeah, I don't know. Need to stop saying that because I keep repeating myself. Right, we'll get this unloaded. We'll get it sold, and I'll set things up for the next step in this episode. Right then, we are up at the new cow barn, and we're just going to load up the last of the cows. That's that done, so they can stay in there. I think we will... I'll leave the chickens for a little bit longer. See if we can't get some more eggs out of them. But what I'm going to do now is advance a couple of months maybe, and see how the productions are looking. So I will catch you in a couple of months. Right then, so middle of December, and we haven't quite emptied out the bakery yet, but we're going to pick up what is here. Go, and same for the flour. Now this has all processed, so we should be able just to park here, bring up the menu, and when it spawns it should just load in like that. There we go, so we're full. So let's get this lot sold. I'll probably clear the rest of the flour, and then we'll advance another couple of months. Yeah, we'll catch up in, I'll say January, because I don't want to skip too much time. So I'll see you in January. Well, last day in January, and we're clearing out the last of the flour. We've got cakes, bread, butter, chocolate, and sunflower oil. So all that can be sold. Lovely. Now let's just take a quick look at our production. So we're full on electric charge, so I have set that to selling. Once that's done and the slurry processing resumes, it'll transfer to the solid fertilizer production. The farm dairy, we ran that out a while ago. The bakery has nearly run out of flour, so that one's nearly done as well. That's okay. We know that's all empty. Industrial BGA has processed everything, apart from a couple of litres, so we can set that to selling. We'll sell the methane, and the digestate was on selling anyway for some reason. That might be user error on my part. So I think the only ones that we need to carry on running down are the small dairy, the sunflower oil mill, sorry, the sunflower oil from the oil mill. I think that's it. So let's speed up the time. We will get ourselves over the hour so that we can see how much we actually get from. There we go. £7.3 million. Wowzers. Right. I'll finish everything else off and I'll catch you in a little while. Well, that took quite a bit more time in-game, not actual real life, because I was going through at 25,000 times speed, to process everything. Mainly the sunflower oil, to be fair. So this is everything now. All of the products that we've had and accumulated through the years have now been sold. So we're at 7.5 million. There we go. So I've also set the solid fert production to selling. Now I just want to check. I haven't got anybody that is. We have. I thought there was a wage going down. Yeah, never mind. So we can now find the truck again. We can leave the trailer there. We'll hook up to the animal trailer and oh, eggs and honey. No, we won't. So yes, I forgot about the eggs and the honey. So I'll go and pick those up. I will just advance the time so we can see roughly how much we get for the solid fert. So another couple of 100,000 there. Lovely. Right, I'll go and grab the honey, the remainder of the eggs, and I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Last few eggs to be loaded up, and we ended up with about 20-something thousand litres of honey. So yeah, we'd filled the trailer, had to load it on manually, and then eggs on top of that. Need to sell the chickens. Did forget about them. Oh, where's the trigger for the chickens? There we go. So we can't sell 720 in one go, can we? So let's get these sold, and then we'll sell the honey and the eggs. I thought it'd be easier just to come up to the sell anything point. And I think what we're going to have to do is back up and that for. We'll unload the products. I think we're going to be easy. So that's going to be I. See if it starts to go down. Don't see any reason why honey shouldn't sell at a sell anything point. But clearly it doesn't want to. So let's load all that back up. Hopefully we have got enough space. So the eggs are still selling. That's good, because we can then stick a few more pallets of honey on. So what I'll do is I'll get this sorted and I'll catch you in a second. Well, so much for trying at the sell anything point, but it's working fine here. So I think that's pretty much everything that we have got to sell. So we've ended up with 7,763,000 and that all important 94 pence. So we can leave the trailer there, and we'll head back down to the main farm, and then we can say bye to Calmsden Farm. Well, off they go. The cows are on their way to Attingham. And that's it, really. We're going to head off. Pastures new and all that jazz. But, yeah, I just want to say thank you very, very much for watching this series. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. So, thank you for watching this episode. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.